Alright, hey, what's up, everybody? This is Gasically Stamus back from Gearworks.com and the E2KG Network and Geeks Worldwide. Back with another episode of my gaming diary on the Rounding Off Infinity gaming channel on YouTube. So tonight I'm going to be playing a little bit of Killzone 2 on the PlayStation 3. It's been kind of a throwback weekend, which unfortunately for me is bleeding over into the regular week because I was troubleshooting some kind of difficult hardware problems as I tried to get this Let's Play up and recorded. So if you give me just 1 second, I need to step away and grab a Kleenex real quick. And I'm not sure exactly what happened with my hardware setup this weekend, but all I know is I originally had the AverMedia Game Capture HD2 model C285 assigned to use at this workstation for the next month. But I was getting a lot of like static and just noise bleed over whenever I plugged the 3.5mm jack in from the microphone to try and use that box in completely I was trying to use that box in completely standalone mode and not have to do any post-processing. But whenever I stuck the mic in, I got this pervading static on top of any audio that was being recorded. Then I connected the oh boy, trying to think. Then I connected the Blackmagic web presenter and was getting a lot of just strange behavior where I would launch from the cross-media bar on the main screen on the PlayStation 3, but then when I got into the game I could get like no audio, and then sometimes I could get it back by unplugging the HDMI cable and plugging it back in, and sometimes I couldn't, so it was just a lot of weird activity. So finally, probably near 1:30 in the morning last night, I hooked up the Elgato HD60, and I am getting results that are a little more close to the norm, but there's still something wonky going on with dialogue, so I believe that there's something going on specifically with this game, and maybe how it has its audio mix and sound engineered, because I haven't had any problem with any other game on the PlayStation 3, so I almost nearly got rid of those pieces of equipment because I thought that they were on the fritz or that they had gone bad or been damaged or something. I'm going to be holding on to them now because now I think it's more a software issue than a hardware issue. So it's going to be kind of funny because a lot of the things that I'm going to say on this Let's Play, I've been saying all weekend through the about dozen takes that I took, trying to get something working. So, just like I said, it was a bit of a throwback weekend, so I broke out my PlayStation 3. I feel like through all the troubleshooting and testing and trying to get something recorded, I feel like I've played further into this game than I ever have before. This is just one of those games from the last generation that I had that I just never got around to finishing. Ooh. Oh, yeah, I'm probably gonna get killed right out of the gate. Haha! So I just got this shotgun for the first time. last time. I think this game is supposed to be about 30 hours of gameplay. And I've been talking this weekend a lot about how there's a weird... The physics in this game are just kind of weird. There's kind of this floaty kind of model that is similar to how Halo plays, but it's a little different.
You two haul ass back here and rejoin us. Understood?
Okay, that's good.
I said to get back here to the convoy.
Alpha, can you talk?
It's quiet right now, Evelyn. What's on your mind?
So that's part of the weirdness that's going on, which I have not heard in the game while I was connected
There's some unknown
to...
element on that metal fragment you recovered. It's dense, unstable. It packs
Yeah,
a
so like her
massive
voice is
charge.
very faint.
This stuff powers the arc towers?
The amount needed would be huge, but yes. The puzzle is that we can't spot the distribution system from up here.
We're on the ground. Actually, we're heading under it. We'll keep our eyes open.
So it's something going on with the spatial audio and the way it's engineered, I think, that's...
Got a message from Radic on here.
one of the things that's weird is,
Defense system. Maybe it's related?
in like the intro video, right, I can
Keep us
hear the music, but I can't hear, the guy's voice. So I'm like, well, that has to be two different tracks. Right, that were recorded separately for me to be able to hear one and not the other, and the tracks are not down mixed, I guess, into, I don't know what, a stereo or a mono mix. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's been a heck of a lot of troubleshooting, but I guess I finally have it figured it out to some extent. It used to be that I just really didn't like this game, and one of those reasons is because of really what is to me a comparatively narrow field of vision, FOV, in comparison to other first-person shooters, including other shooters of this game's time. So,
Oh, man. That's just wrong. Rico, we got some dead good guys here.
There are missing elements from the 23rd MAT in that area. Don't leave survivors for the Higgs. Search around.
Affirmative.
Can someone hear me?
yeah, so graphically I feel like this game really stands up over time, as far as the texture maps and the level of detail.
Got a live one.
Sam, Garson, looks like you stirred up a shitstorm. Hig Chatter has a dropship headed your
Oh,
way.
yeah, I gotta get up close and personal with this guy then. Don't get stuck on... That's aggravating. But yeah, so with this particular,
Got a live one.
just the movement in this game,
Sam, Garson, looks like you stirred up
that guy just jumped.
Hig Chatter has a dropship headed your way.
So now it sounds like there's something else going on with the sound, because the retort of the, oh. It's kind of very much, it's kind of a little dance that you have to do, and what the... I liken it a lot to counter steering in a lot of racing games, particularly racing games like Codemasters. Where you have to do like a ton of little micro who is that? You're up here with a lot of explosive barrels, dude. What the heck is this? Blast it. But yeah, I feel like you have to do like a ton of little micro inputs. Yeah. Man, I just don't. But this is my problem with this is again this narrow FOV, right? It's really hard for me to understand kind of spatially like where I am on the map. Yeah, I don't want to give it the shot yet. It's hard to use, but it's really satisfying. Did he take everybody else out? Oh no, here we go. Yeah, the only thing is with the shoddy, you really, like, you have to go after these guys. You can't just hang out and wait for them to come to you. Where are they? Did you do? Oh! Did not know that barrel was explosive. Pigs coming in. Oh. Oh no. I'm out. Now we gotta go get that assault rifle. Well, Seth has some wheels once you get him running. Another one of my problems is I keep he runs so fast that it makes me think of Alright, now Rico's down. I'm trying to get to, buddy. So one of the things I had to understand is no. Oh. Yeah, you just have this weird thing where whoa! Blast it. Yeah, so you guys can definitely hear it now. You just have this weird in and out of the voice track, and some of the audio. Now the other problem, what was I going to say is the other problem? The other problem I have with this game is there's nothing that tells you where you're supposed to go next. So I guess I've just gotten really comfortable and really enjoy that pip in Destiny, right? That's always pointing to where you should be heading to next. And we talked about this a little bit on the Enough to Keep Going Games podcast. My feeling is when this video game world, this 2D flat plane, doesn't give you all the sensory cues that the real world does. You don't have the things that you would.
look like the Higgs are ready to lie down yet, huh? I doubt things are quieter back with the convoy. Sounded like it was getting pretty badly lit up.
So yeah, it's a constant struggle in this game, especially when you start getting turned around. Like, it's very difficult to do kind of a lot of the spin moves that I'm accustomed to be able to do. Ooh, guy's got a shotty. Yeah, you get a lot of, oh. There's that flamethrower. It's one of my favorite weapons in this game. What's all this mess and sound behind me?
Come on, Sam. Let's go.
So that's the shotgun. Look like flamethrower ammo. Oh, there we go. Can we get a... No. Did I get up high enough? Couldn't tell what was behind me. So yeah, in other games, I'm accustomed to kind of being able to do a lot of spin moves and like rotational strafing, and it's really hard to do in this game because as you rotate, like, you lose track and an understanding of kind of where you are spatially. Yeah, we gotta do something about that. Unlike some other maps, I don't see a way up. Oh, there was a guy up there, I thought. What door? Staircase to nowhere. Ah, there we go. One of the things I also mentioned is, with most games of this era, you could... okay. So I think this is the board where, I stopped playing. So this is a thing where, like, you have to... Oh, he's not dead? Alright, so I'm gonna wake this fool up. Get up and move, man. Oh. The heck? I think there's a way up. Man. Reload it. Set D charges. Oh, here we go. And the first time I played this, so yeah, I don't know what's going on, oh, so he, so I guess I'm not going to blow them individually. So yeah, the first time coming through this, I was like, what the heck is it that he wants me to do? Last charge, I guess, right here. Now, the last time I seemed to... Now, one of my problems here with this one was, it's... Yeah, last time he was trying to tell me, last time I played through this, which this would have been like several years ago that I tried to play through this, I distinctly remember that level just like not understanding what it was he wanted me to do with those charges, so. And we got a trophy, that's always cool. So we're in the last couple minutes of this game capture. I'm going to stop the recording here in a bit and split it out into a second recording, but we'll just run down the hardware that's in play for this production. So like I said, I'm playing Killzone 2 on the PlayStation 3.
You done? Or you want to level a few more blocks just to be sure?
Hey, better safe than sorry.
We gotta get that convoy across ASAP. Sam, Garth, you lead the assault. Let's move.
Nowhere to
Right now, this bridge is our only route to the
Yeah, I think I played up to this point too. Come on. Let's see. Oh, sorry, dude. Yeah, friendly fire on this game is no joke. Like. I seem to remember having a lot of problems. I couldn't tell if I got that guy or not. Oh, what was that? Okay, grenade launcher. Whoa. Raising the bridge.
Sam, get over here!
I just did.
Well, I guess we took half of it. So we're only half smart.
Get your ass under this bridge! Follow when it's over again! You men, give supporting fire down to the right there! Preston, clear this bridge so the convoy can move up! Carson, you keep a lookout from here. See anything here, you holler. Move! Get that bridge!
Where am I again? Okay. It's kind of like a lot of times I feel like they just give you a dude that goes along with you just to be like the live action version of the pointer in Destiny.
Sav, I got your 20 from up here on the
So
bridge!
I just cannot tell like whether or not these grenade launchers are being effective or what. I just blew something up. I guess that answered that question. Great. Like that didn't go through all the way. Because I can't hear kind of where they're landing. Giving some evidence that they're being effective visually. Okay. My big thing is I really just need to push through. Right, I need to not be here is the issue. Well, why am I... Oh. No. Yeah, I may have to, without the sound working properly, and this is what I dislike. I was hoping for the sound to not impact actual gameplay, but... Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and hold up here and split the recording out. Thanks so much for joining in tonight. So, quickly running down the hardware, which I didn't get through. Playing Killzone 2 on the PlayStation 3. Sending the video through an Elgato HD60 over to my secondary game capture PC using the AverMedia Aegis GM310 voice puck for my voiceover commentary, and then I'm just using an old pair of Apple earbuds to be able to hear the game's in-game audio myself. So thanks once again for joining in for this episode of My Gaming Diary. That's going to do it for me. Once again, my name has been Agascley Statements from GearWorks.com, the E2KG Network, and Geeks Worldwide. I will be back with another episode, as always. But for now, that's going to do it for me. I'm out of here.